Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and checking out your boy, P Funk, thinking right in my living room, doing what I do for you, waiting on the lab. But until then, I'm going to do it from here. Today, writers in 25 Rules Live By, storytelling, story with a message and a story for life. These are life lessons. I'm just giving them. All you got to do is tune in and receive them. Keep on doing what you're doing. I keep on doing what I'm doing for you. All right, today, right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily practices. What's up, dude? Will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka knowing thyself. That's always a good thing, right, thinkers? When you get there, you'll know it. All right, today, know thyself is the question that you have to understand. A person who knows not and knows not that he know not, foolish, disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, it's simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangerous, just avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can wake you up. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. And as I say, all these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Maya, be true. Keep the balance in your life. It's all right when you got balance. Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about. I hear about some right thinking, right thinking. Yeah, right thinking. Let's talk about right thinking's philosophy. I want to bring that up to speed. I got some things I want to help to clarify so you get understanding of my concept of right thinking, my philosophical points of view. All right, here we go. Now, I spent a lot of time learning philosophical points of view from the Greeks when I was young in college. I mastered Greek mythology. I always tell you that. So I'm a thinker early in life. Always had that concept. It's what you think about and what you're instructed to think what makes the difference and if you're going to know yourself or know what somebody gave you. Okay, here we go. I was a big fan of Socrates, yeah, Greek philosopher. Why? Because he was a thinker and he had morals. I don't care what color, what race, what nationality you are. Certain things I will gravitate to if it's right and it's good. I follow his concepts and they serve me well, so I got no problem with that. I'm about living a moral life code, a lifestyle where it's a spiritual concept. I tell you, I live by spiritual discipline. Mental discipline is knowing right from wrong. When you go to the next level with the spiritual, you hold yourself accountable to do right. Knowing wrong, you're not going to do it. Why? You know that's wrong. Let me give a little example. The lab mice, when they put him in the maze and they gave him the food, okay, he go there and get the food. He'll figure out how to get to the food. When he go away and he gets shot, he will never go that way again. I'm just saying, a lot of us don't have that concept. And lab right no better than to go somewhere where you know it's bad. Don't do that. Okay? My phrase is, Doc, it hurt every time I do that. I'm a doc tell you, don't do that. Simple. All right? Lab bites are simple. We are more complicated, but that's another issue. Back to the lesson. All right? I was raised with morals at home. I was taught from my mother and father how to be a decent human being. So no matter what I did in the street, I still had the concept of decency and morals about me. I had a limit that I would not cross. I had things that I just would not do because of my moral code and my moral standards that was set for me at home. I took it to the streets and it held up. I used the philosophy I learned early in life and it worked. Be true to yourself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. These are old-fashioned moral codes that we as a people live by. So we pretty much work together. The village raised the child. Now the village is disbanded, so nobody's raised the child. The boob tube and other stuff that's going on social media is not the way to raise your child. I'm just saying. All right, here you go. Next one is to know being smart and being philosophical understanding is to know what you don't know. I'll be the first to tell you, I know right thinking. Yeah. Everything else, I'm up for suggestion. Why? I ain't saying I know everything, but I know everything about right thinking. So I stay where I know I'm comfortable at, and I let you know what I know about what I know. And I'm willing to learn things that I know I don't know, but I'm open to learn. That's the difference. I'm not that smart where I know right thinking, so I don't need to know nothing else. That's smug. That's ignorant. Okay, that ain't smart at all. Okay, right thinking philosophy is knowing what you don't know. I don't know a lot of things. I have a problem with that, but that leaves me room to learn. Thinking you know something and don't is a waste of time. I don't have time for that. Okay, where am I at now? Oh, I know what I know. That's right thinking philosophy. That's what I know. It's mine so that I teach it from a perspective of knowing what I'm talking about. Things that I learned in life, I'm going to put them to use to see if it works before I give it to you. Before I pass it on to you, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm not going to give you something haphazardly or something halfway thought through. Don't waste my time with that. As a teacher, I need to be clear and concise to get the message across. That's what I do for you. Okay? I will tell you, seek information that you can use to help better yourself. To hear somebody talk about their accolades and what they did and how good, that ain't doing you no good. So my past don't play a role in my teaching as I go. My past sets the dynamics for me to have it and understand it, but telling you about it don't do you no good. I'm going to inform you and give you information that you can use that will do you some good. That's right thinking. That's my philosophy. True knowledge is knowing thyself. Master that, and that's right thinking's philosophy. What? Know who you are. Everything else take care of itself. If you get everything else, don't know yourself, think about that. A lot of us have done it. I'm just saying. Get to know yourself. Never too late. So if you're already successful in life, because you put the work in, that's fine. But if you didn't put the work in to know yourself, get busy on that. That's all. You can do that at any given time. Trust me. But I'd rather young people get it. Why? Because they can enjoy their life more. That's all. I'm a truth teller. And I'm the bad guy? Go figure that. I'm just giving information, helping people become their best selves with knowledge of self. And I have viewpoints and concepts that I've gathered from doing my homework, studying. And all I do is point the truth gun and let it go. Bam! I'm just telling the truth. Right now, it's spiritual truth. It's right thinking truth. So I'm not hurting nobody. Let's go. Life lessons are your own experiences. I only teach what I experience, what I know. I'm not giving you somebody else's concept. No, I don't do that. I speak for myself. Okay, understand that. I tell you, I only teach what I know, not what I think, not what I heard, or what I believe. It's not teaching. Teaching is giving information that somebody can use for themselves, not your viewpoint. No, don't do that. Okay, understand that. I have had a lot of experiences in my life, both good and bad. So I have understanding of the things that I elaborate about, and when young people ask certain questions, I can give them an honest answer from my experience. That's all. That's what a wise man does. I teach right thinking philosophy, aka my life experiences, to help others who walk in the same path of life. I gave it to my kids. I gave it to their friends. I will give knowledge and understanding to anybody who wanted. Some of them, sometimes they don't want it. So I got to learn not to teach because everybody don't want to be taught. So I'm getting better at that also. Okay? I give life advice because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to life and right thinking, which is life. Okay? They go together. I want to master living a good life. So that's what I aspire to do. That's where I am now. That's what I'm passing on. It's a good thing. I like teaching young people. They need our guidance, not to be ridiculed, not to be ragged on, not to be constructively criticized because they are. Teach them, guide them. My point is to get the truth, give it to them, and watch them boogie. Yeah, if you give young people the truth, the facts, they're taking and run with it. You give them the BS, they're going to ignore you and not pay attention to anything you say. Okay, so give them the truth. They pay attention to that. Why? It'll work for them. Stories and lies won't pan out for them. Why? It don't work for you. Why you give it to them? They're smart not to listen. I applaud that. Next one is, speaking of wisdom. Wisdom comes from what? Learning your life lessons. I do this daily. Why? Because I have lessons I can give to you on a day-to-day basis. That's what teaching is all about. I don't teach one day a week. No, I teach all the time. When I'm not teaching, I'm learning. So that's balance in my life. Teaching, learning. They go together. That's my Maya concept that I live by for myself. I'm just saying. Here you go. I learned from all my life lessons. That's right thinking philosophy. I'm giving you what I know to be. I learned my lessons the hard way, both good and bad. Why? I was hard-headed. Simple as that. Hard-headed make you learn the lessons the old-fashioned way. You're going to experience it. You're going to go through it. If you're willing to do that, knock yourself out. But if you want to take advice from the wise man and your elders, we trying to help you avoid those things in life. They call pitfalls and mistakes and downfalls. Some people can't get up from a fall. The idea is to keep them from falling. Always be there to make sure they don't fall. Like teaching a kid how to ride a bike. When the trainer would take the training wheels off, they make a mistake, they're gonna fall. You won't be there just as a fall. You hold the seat, make sure they stay straight up. That's all. That concept I use in life, just to keep the young people on balance and going where they want to go. That's all. Straight ahead. All right. I did that one. I look to learn something in life every day. As a student, I'm constantly learning. As a teacher, I'm constantly studying. Again, that's what I do, so I can help you. All right? Where are we at now? Okay. I have to live my life as a wise man. That's what I choose to do. That's what I plan to do. That's what I aspire to do. Every day I'm practicing, so the older I get, the more lessons I learn, the wiser I get. So as I grow in wisdom and knowledge of self. Mastery don't stop. You continue to go. All right, I'm not done yet. All right, another level. Last one, I appreciate you tuning in. Ooh, I'm running off at the mouth today. All right, here you go. Knowledge is to be gained from the cradle to the grave. I believe that, I live that, understand that, and I'm a professor and teach that. I'm a spiritual nerd, okay? I want all the knowledge I can get. Why? So I can be better to give it to others. So I get it. I don't just sit here and hope and want it. I put in my work. I put my time in to obtain it. Then I give it to you. That's what I do. All right. I give knowledge because I have acquired it myself first. Again, if you think you know it all or you know enough, you're a fool. Yeah, I'm wise. I'm smart. All that's good. But I'm not where I want to be. Why? I'm still here. I'm still learning. Tomorrow, there'll be something else for me to do. There'll be another situation I got to deal with or figure out. So it don't stop. I learn from others because I listen and I pay attention to what you have to say when you're talking to me. I give you my undivided attention, and I figure when I'm talking to you, I get that in return. I don't, but that's fine. But I give it, so it's all right. That's what I do. Last one. I will teach every day, but I will also learn something every day. That's right thinking philosophy. Hope you get it. Hope you understand it. Hope you use it because it'll work for you. Trust me.